はどうすればできるのか。私は外国人との穏やかな、お互いに思いやりを持って生きられる付き合い方はどうすればできるんか。一遍ゼロベースで考えるつもりです。毎年毎年、私たちと文化や何もかもがあんまりにも違う人たちをまとめて入れていくということ。この政策は一旦考え直さなあきません。経済的な動機でやってきて難民を主張する人、きちんとお帰りをいただきます。また、不法滞在の人たちにも厳格に法律を守っていただきます。
So, well, once again, historical news here in this channel, and well, looks like Japan has their first prime minister as a female. Their first female prime minister. Oh, well, let's see how that works out because I already said my opinions with that one, but what she said here, concerning all the news that we have seen within Japan with all of those illegals doing crime, the cases of raping for children, PDF files from other countries, and running rampant inside Japan. The Chinese and the Pakids are committing a lot of fucking crimes. And getting away with only land by all of these fucking globalists that really want to, well, they want to kill Japan as a country. It's not noobs, new noobs here. But it's interesting because this one I already said that I don't like her censorship stances because she is kind of a feminist. I already ranted about that in this channel. So so we're seeing that, yeah, the elections have been happening. So the Japanese hate so much the illegals that they are about to border first women to get them out of the country. Sanae Takechi won the internal of the PLD officialism. Well, officialissimo. Come on, well, this guy is Argentine. I'm not going to rant too much about it. And all points out that he's going to be the first prime minister of Japan. She is anti-China, anti-immigration, and she supports Shinzo Abe. So yeah, how is this are heading? Well, yeah, there is stuff that that is going on, and yeah, I saw this one from Ender Rios. Thank you, man. Thank you for letting me know this news too. So yeah, I just going to end it with Black Silver have said here because we are going to see changes in Japan, and to be honest, at this point, I don't know how it is going to result. I don't know how this shit is going to happen because it's so unpredictable considering what we have seen. They engage in feminisms by a lot. And Sanai is kind of the feminist, but in the old ways. Uh, People have been commenting on that. We are going to see that in the future, in the near future. But yeah, the reason why she selected is because she's saying the talking points that a lot of people inside Japan, their own citizens, are agreeing because yeah, the problem with illegals, the disrespect from Chinese. Hell, I have seen videos on this platform where they are bringing countless thousands of Chinese kids, and they are in those videos making anthems, cheating on Japan, and also ripping apart the Japanese flag. So at some point, yeah, Japan should not tolerate this one. They should stop being cocks and go and kick them out. They don't deserve to do that. Oh, but my implications at this point, while you are going on, this country has a lot of problems. One of them being primarily low bill rate, and a lot of low bill rate is because of poorly government management inside that country, inside Japan. And illegal immigration is just an excuse to actually exterminate the Japanese people. That's why it is That's what illegal immigration running rampant and acceptance of legal status refuse to adapt led to that. We have seen it in a lot of countries. Look at the European Union, for example. Well, this is the things that are listed here. So, a few things about Sana Takeshi, first female prime minister in Japan, based on information I gathered. She is more Japan's first than Shinzo Abe. She's against illegal immigration and wants to significantly limit legal immigration to maintain Japanese core culture. She is anti-feminism. That's not what I saw from the last part, but well, let's see. I want to be proven wrong. You know, I said what I said, but and I want to be proven wrong. So continue on. Advocating for banning married women from keeping their maiden names. The maiden names, I don't know, man. You know, when they usually when they get married, it's primarily they adopt the last name of the man from the man. Is I disagree with that one. She is a supporter of traditional family structure. She supports tax incentives for having children, as well as tax deductions for daycare and other child services. This one I really doubt that is going to work. So, you know what you can do? Lower the taxes, change at least some part of your economical culture, your working culture, because even I have to say this because Japan, yeah, this like every weekend, going with the boss to drink until you get wasted, and you know, it's so from what information has been shared of what is going on is because yeah, they want like to keep the employees loyal to the company and just like let the guy, or even you don't try to exploit it too much. At least if it was once a month, it wouldn't be that bad, but every single week, hell man, even I myself, I started to control my alcoholic consumption. um, well, continue on. She opposes same-sex marriage. Okay, that's a good one. She wants to ratify the constitution so that Japan can have a formal military again. Let's see how that works out. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not sure it's that good. Let's see. Prompt economic, food and energy security government spending through a crisis management investment, and pro-inflationary policy to 2% with constant wage growth to promote spending. Is this a win for Japan? Man, at this point, sounds better, but the first female prime minister of Japan. She is apparently against good stuff. But no, she's for good stuff. Excuse me, there. She's for good stuff. But when the last time I heard first female president or first female prime minister, I cannot stop thinking of the European Union and Mexico. And oh boy, that one turned out horrible. But I just going to end it with last liver hype said here. All that is absolutely good. However, I have issues with two things. One is which is listed, her stance on censorship and the maiden name thing. Mostly because surnames in Japan don't work like in the US and because they also don't work like in Mexico. Yeah, if they get married, they adopt the last name of the father if they get a kid. That's how it works. I think that should not be changed at all. Because when they try to mess with that shit, I have seen it's for feminism. And I don't see that shit. It's so ridiculous. Like saying, I want to change my kid's last name to mine because is from a woman, not from that toxic patriarchal pig, despite that the first name from that woman came from a father, and which her mother came from a father, and the grandmother, and so on through generations. At least that's my opinion. But let's see how it is working for Japan because, oh man, they really need to get out. out a lot of problems. They need to solve themselves, and the only thing that they can do to resolve those problems is if they coordinate themselves on tackling them once and for all. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and please take care.